This is my Betta Fish Tank. Wanted to let you know that I've had it for 3 months and it's taken a while to figure out how to make sure everything works correctly so I don't kill my fish. My Betta fish is a pineapple, and I know that the betta balls he likes a lot, and the real plants actually help the water's pH much better. So I probably won't ever get big plants again. I have a warmer to keep the water warm, about 78 degrees, and I have a bubbler. And I have a charcoal filter that I actually change every 2 weeks. I take everything out of the tank and I wash it with water, no soap at all. I use the same sponge, wash out all the sides. I have a vacuum hose that I vacuum all the rocks out, but I only change 25 to 50% of my tank water. I never want to change everything and wash it all because you need the good bacteria to be able to keep everything flowing right. I have the most wonderful kit that I got. I have killed a lot of fish up until I got this kit. I would suggest doing this. What I have found is if I have changed the water and put new water in, and then I've put the water conditioner in and test it right away, the numbers are not as good as if I wait an hour, sometimes 3 hours. I wait for it to cycle and then I test it, and then it's right, and then I can put my fish back in. Now, it's probably the best thing ever for my betta. Along with this stress coat, I use this also a little bit because I notice my betta gets pretty stressed out when I take him out and put him in a little teeny tank, which he does not like at all, by the way. But he is happy in here, I would say, all the time. I have taught him how to do little jumps, and I don't feed him more than 2 pellets a day. And if I do more than that, everything gets very, very dirty. So I do one in the morning and one at night. There aren't any other fish with him. I would say that bettas are way too aggressive to be able to handle any other fish, except for what he is in there by himself, and it's okay. But I mean, I'd love to include other fish, but I can't. I know he would just hate it. So this is a 10-gallon tank, and like I said, I do change the water every week, 25 to 50%. I do tap water and I do spring water, half and half, with the water conditioner, and that seems to be a good combination. I've tried doing all spring water and it doesn't necessarily work. I've tried all tap water, that doesn't really work as far as the levels, but the half and half seem to work. And he's a pretty fish. Hello. His name is Big Bird. Are you a good boy? These betta balls, by the way, these little teeny betta balls, he really likes them. You can take them out and squeeze the water out and they will actually float on top. And sometimes bettas like to just sit on top and float on top of the water. And let me see, got another betta ball. But yes, you definitely need real plants. And when you change everything every week, just take everything out and wash it with a sponge. You can have a sponge that has a green side on it to be able to get the sides really well if you see some algae. But keep the same sponge, just rinse it out with water, and don't use it for anything else. Just never put soap on anything. And you should have a pretty healthy betta fish. Right, fishy? Are you a good boy in there? Such a good boy. If you have any questions or concerns about betta tanks and what you think is best, feel free to leave me a message. I definitely think that a 10-gallon tank or larger is probably the best environment for your betta fish. I think small tanks are pretty cruel. He likes to do a lot of swimming, so I would rather him have a bigger tank and have it be more work than a little bowl that he has to sit in all day. Have a good night. Bye.